this computer. Okay. Hi, everyone. So my name is Leah Borsellino. I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne. I'm so glad you guys were all able to make it. I know it's like a bit last minute and it's 4:30, so I know a lot of you guys are super busy, but I'm happy you guys made the time to get on. I'll try to make it super quick so that you get all the information you need. I have a little PowerPoint that I'm going to share. Where is it? Okay. So before I start, I always like to start a little bit about me so you get to know a bit about who I am. So as I said, my name is Leah. I joined Arbonne 6 years ago. I was 20 years old. I was a full-time student, not anymore. At the time, I was studying for my bachelor's in marketing. And before Arbonne, before I ever knew what Arbonne was, I knew that I wanted to be my own boss. I knew that I wanted my own business. It was just a matter of what was I going to do and when was I going to do it. I knew that at my age, being that I was studying a lot, I did not have time, nor did I have the money to start my own business. Some of my dreams, if anyone could relate, at that age, I wanted to be a makeup artist and I wanted to be an event planner. I never dreamed of being in an office for the rest of my life. I kind of knew that I did not want to do that. And I always wanted to be in something kind of glamorous, dealing with people, dealing with happy moments. At the time, I was working in a family business in the construction industry. And I considered myself quite lucky because from the age of 14 years old, not lucky in the sense that I had no days off. I worked really a lot in the summer. I never was able to go hang out with my friends during the daytime. But I was able to kind of work in different parts of the business to kind of see what I like. And unfortunately, I realized I didn't like much because I didn't like being in an office. And the last summer that I worked at this company, I actually was working on the job sites in construction safety. So I actually like that more than anything else, just because I wasn't in the office. So that's when I kind of knew that something was going to change, because there was no way I was going to do this for the rest of my life. And there had to be something better out there for me. When people used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I used to answer that I wanted to be a professional fundraiser, which I don't even know what that is. But basically, I knew that I wanted to be able to give back in ways that, I really wanted to impact this world. And I knew that there had to be a way for me to do that. Luckily, my family has a foundation that goes back to children who are sick and in the hospitals. So that kind of became my thing. I really wanted to develop that. But being a professional fundraiser, I wasn't going to be making any money. I was just going to be giving back and doing things, which thanks to Arbonne, I could do today. And that's what I love about this opportunity, guys. It's not what I ever dreamed of doing. If someone would have asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, it was not, I want to be an Arbonne independent consultant. I didn't know what that was. And I'm sure most of you don't either. But I knew that I wanted to do something with myself and make a difference in this world. And what I've learned over time is that even though Arbonne may not have been what I thought I was going to do, it ended up being the vehicle to bring me to the life that I've always wanted to live. And truly, that life today is just freedom of time, freedom of choices, financial freedom, being able to be where I want to be, when I want to be there. And that truly to me is priceless. I joined at the age of 20 years old. And at that point of my life, I was in a very different place. As I said, I was a student. I had a big social life. I still do today. I wanted to always be going out with friends and having fun. And now I've learned over the years that this business can be fit into that life instead of taking away from that life. So instead of me trading my time for money, I decided to work my business to earn my own money. And instead of making someone else rich, make myself rich by using products that I love and I use anyways. We all wash our face. We all take showers. We use deodorant. We brush our teeth. We drink shakes. We take vitamins and supplements, whatever it is. That's what Arbonne's all about. We don't ask people to spend more money. We tell you to redirect your spendings into your own business and to show other people how to do the same thing. So for me, what I have to say is that Arbonne to me has been a vehicle to bring me to the life that I want, but it's also been a vehicle for me to be able to give back. And that professional fundraising that I mentioned, I feel like I do this every single day by sharing this business opportunity with other people and offering people the solution to all their problems. When I joined Arbonne, My mom had just been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And that was something I never thought was going to happen. My mom was the healthiest person I knew. She worked out 4 to 5 days a week. She ate better than all of us in the family. And when that happened, it kind of was a big eye opener to me. And when someone once told me you need to prepare for impact, I now knew what that meant. And maybe someone going through what I was going through would have heard this opportunity and said, you know what? Now's not the right time. I need to focus on my mom. I need to focus on my school. I need to focus on everything that's going on in my life. But instead, I made that into the reason why I couldn't afford to pass on this opportunity. Because God forbid something would have happened to my mom, I knew I wanted to be there. I didn't want to ask a boss. I didn't want to have to ask for time off. I just wanted to know that I had control on my life. So within a year and a half, I promoted to the regional vice president level, which you'll see a little bit more about in a couple minutes. And that's the white Mercedes level, the famous white Arbonne white Mercedes level. Guys, it has nothing to do with the white Mercedes. Of course, it's a great car. I love my car, and I'm so grateful that I earned this car myself at age 21 years, at the age of 21. That was my first car that I ever got myself. And but the car represents something so much bigger. It represents success in this company and to show the evidence to other people of what's possible. You come to any Arbonne meeting, the parking lots are flooded with Mercedes-Benz. It's no coincidence. This is available to everyone. It's just about making a little bit of time and a little bit of sacrifices. But what I will say is I'm not talking about 40 hours a week. Like most people don't have 40 hours a week to give into another business. I'm not asking you to quit your job. I'm not asking you to stop school. I did this while I was in school. And actually I promoted to the RVP level 4 days before my final exam, my first final in university. So just to tell you that it's possible through whatever you're going through all the busy times. And my goal was that by the time I graduated, I didn't want to have to go work for someone else. I wanted to work for myself. And that's exactly what I did. A year after promoting to the RVP level, I graduated. And from that moment forward, I worked from home. I created my own schedule, living the life by my own terms, my own design. I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. I don't participate in traffic anymore. I work like this. I work on calls. I work in meetings in a coffee shop. I invite people over for tea and I show them our products. That's what we do. So it's fit into your busy schedule. And one day, if you choose, you can make this your plan A. So a little bit about Arbonne. Arbonne is actually a 39-year-old company. So it's almost 40 years. And a lot of people get a bit shocked by that. They're like, how could it be? It's a 40-year-old company. I've never heard about it. And that's because we're not sold in stores. It's truly a word of mouth business. Okay. So that's very important because when you're looking into a company, you want to, especially if you're going to represent it, you want to know that we are the only ones that people could buy from. Nobody could go on arbonne.ca and purchase without being linked to a person. So for us, that's very exciting. It was founded by a doctor, Dr. Peter Mork, and this man had 2 visions. And I love his philosophy because it's so in line with everything I believe in. The first vision was to be able to create a product using nature, create healthy products using nature that were all pure, so derived from plants, fruits, vegetables, flowers, all of that, and a product that had results. Because at the time, 39 years ago, people were not caring about this. People were smoking in their cars with the windows closed and their kids in the back seat, and they didn't know better. That's all that it was. Over the years, now everybody's getting a bit more educated and everybody's starting to look at ingredients. But back then, 39 years ago, this founder, Dr. Peter Mork, he was a visionary. He saw ahead of his time. He was already thinking about this. So that's the first vision, was to be able to create a pure, safe, and beneficial product. Second vision was he believed that if the world had more female millionaires, that the world would be a better place. And I think that's so great for us because that just shows the type of company that we're a part of. And the reason I love that is that he really believed that women, when they have more, women who are millionaires will give back to this world. And all he wanted was this world to actually make a difference in the world and to leave a legacy for his kids to see. And he's passed away now, but there's videos of him sharing this. And even though his grandkids will never see him, he wanted to know that he was leaving a legacy behind. And today his vision is all coming true. So we have over 500 products, which I'll explain in a second, but really our philosophy is pure, safe, and beneficial. So the purest standards of ingredients, all the ingredients are sourced all over the globe, okay? and they're botanically based. So botanical means the best of nature and the best of science put together so that the products, not only are they good for you, but they have results. The second thing is that they were safe. And this was very important. To have results, you kind of need science, but he used the safest of science with non-toxic ingredients, and they commit to being green, vegan for 39 years, free of any toxic ingredients, which you'll see the list is at the bottom. And they're always looking to improve that and go further. And actually, when I joined Arbonne, we were part of the European Standards of Products, which is the strictest standards globally, the ingredient policy. So North America, just to give you an idea, bans about 14 ingredients, chemical toxic ingredients in their products. That's it. European standards bans about 13 or 1400. Okay, so like I wouldn't even trust North American products now that I know this. Arbonne took it a step further and they made the Arbonne Not Allowed list, which bans over 2,000 ingredients. And they just did this last year, and they actually pulled products off the shelves. Anything that's even a bit questionable, it hasn't been proved that it's bad, but if it's questionable, they remove it off the shelf. So as you can see at the bottom, none of our products have any animal products or byproducts, no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors, no phthalates, no petroleum, no mineral oil, no parabens, no synthetic dyes, no talc. The list goes on and on and on, guys. There's over 2,000 in this list. And that's the kind of company that I knew that I wanted to be a part of, that is so vigilant and always looking at improving to make sure that what we're putting on our bodies, we can trust that Arbonne is not putting anything that's bad for you. Let's go next. Why isn't it going? So wide range of consumable products. As I mentioned, there is 4 different like sections, I guess, into this brand. So that's what's really cool. We really have something for everyone. Skincare, which we have different skincare. So we have the anti-aging, we have the young pre-anti-aging, which is 18 to 30. We have men's anti-aging. We have acne line. We have sensitive skin line. We have an intelligence line that's very performing. We have personal care, which includes bath and body. So we have scrubs. We have body wash. We have a baby line, which is amazing, oatmeal based. We have shampoos for color treated hair. We have regular shampoos. We have self tanners. We have essential oils. Guys, the list goes on and on. I'd be here all day if I mentioned all of our products. We have over 500. We have makeup, and the makeup is what got me into the business because, as I mentioned, I wanted to be a makeup artist. It's a very good line. And what I love about it is it doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup. It just feels super lightweight and very natural. And then lastly, we have nutrition, which today has really brought our business to the next level because think about it. Skincare, makeup, personal care, people purchase it and then they're going to buy again from you in like 6 months because our products last really long. Nutrition is almost monthly. People consume it monthly because they have their shakes every day. They have their vitamins every day. People go spend this money anyway. So might as well redirect it into their own store, or they could support you and purchase from you. So that's the wide range. Okay, now what is social marketing? So there's something called traditional retail, which is what most of us are used to. Today it's changing though, but think about the way you shop. If you go to a store, you purchase a product. Before it gets to the retailer, it has to go through all these different channels of distribution. So it starts at the manufacturer, goes to the wholesaler, goes to the warehouse, goes through Salesforce, which includes advertising, and most companies have big parts of their budgets that they invest in advertising, and then it ends up at the retailer. Let's say you go buy a bottle of water at the pharmacy. It's manufactured for 5 cents. I'm giving an example. By the time you purchase it, it's $2, but the value of that water bottle is 5 cents, okay? So that's what's amazing about social marketing. We cut all those costs. Arbonne does not pay for advertising. They do not pay to be on a shelf. They take all that money and they spend it in research and development to be sure that you have a premium product, the best product on the market, for a midpoint price. And Arbonne has actually just been named the #1 company globally for healthy living from the inside out, which is so huge because it really just shows that we're #1. Nothing could come against us. We're equally strong in nutrition and skincare. And that there is no other company like us out there. So we know that our products are super high end. If they were sold in stores, they'd be sold at Holt Renfrew at the prices of those products that are sold at Holt Renfrew. But because we sell through word of mouth, through this kind of distribution system, they're able to go to a midpoint pricing and very competitive pricing compared to whatever else is on the market. So all the money that Arbonne saves, they put it back in our pocket because we are the walking billboards. We're the advertisers. That's all we do. Arbonne takes care of all the logistics for us, the website, the marketing, the research and development. They bring out everything we need. I'm not a product expert, but yet I could learn it thanks to Arbonne. And they reward us for sharing these products. So what's cool about this is it gives you the opportunity to be your own boss, okay? When you sign up to Arbonne, it's $59 sign-up fee, which is really a joke because to start a business, if you think about what it's cost to start any other business, it's not $59, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. And it gives you the opportunity to have a home-based business. So now you could actually start representing Arbonne for $59. You have your own website with your full name.arbonne.ca, and you could start representing it. Like anything else, I wouldn't recommend you join Arbonne without using the products, because if you don't use the products, how are you going to sell them? We're a product-driven company, and you need to be a product of the product. And you're going to want to be a product of the product because there's really nothing else like it on the market. We have the best that there is to offer. So you start your own business for $59. You purchase some products. You start using the products and start sharing it with others. You show other people how to do the same thing. So this is very flexible. You can now work this anywhere around your own schedule. You can decide if you want to make a little extra money or if you want to make a full-time income. It's up to you, completely up to you. The amount of effort you put in is what you get out of it. And it allows you to run a business from your smartphone. This is all you need today to run this business, because today with social media, it's becoming easier and easier to connect with people all over the world. And it's also becoming just, like we could reach people globally. We don't have to just stay in our own city. And like, I love our city. And I mean, there's so much development left in Montreal and Canada that we can do, but there's this whole world. And social media allows us to reach out to people. And, I find regardless, I don't know about you guys, but for me, on my free time, I'm often just finding myself scrolling Instagram or scrolling Facebook. So why not take that time and make that like income producing? Like I could actually earn a living by just doing that, by scrolling Instagram and looking for my next business partners. Who am I going to help today? Who am I going to offer the 30-day challenge to? Who wants to join this fitness journey, this health journey with me? So that's kind of the way I do it. I'm not giving up much of my time. That's what I was doing anyways, but now I'm just doing Arbonne in that time. Lately, like everything is done on our phone. Like I mentioned, we have our website. We have something called The Source, which is like the Google of Arbonne. You could get training there. You could find all your information. Anything you need is on there. We have the Shop Arbonne app, which allows you to place orders for yourself or customers within minutes. And we have the My Office app, which is at the bottom. And that's like kind of just shows you everything going on in your team and on your success line. So if someone purchased, the orders, how much sales you're at for the month and all of that, and your commission, everything is in there. So global opportunities. So right now we're in 7 countries and we're on the verge of global expansion. So we're in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and Taiwan. And this gives you the ability to do your business all around the world from wherever you are through word of mouth. And no, I don't know anyone in Taiwan, but I have girls on my team who do, and we actually have clients in Taiwan. I can't even communicate with them. But that's when I say, you can make money as when you sleep. That's what I mean by it. Australia, it's a 12-hour time difference. If you know anyone in Australia, and if they could, maybe they don't want to join, but maybe they want to connect you with people, that gives you the opportunity to have a global business from wherever you are in this world. So we're definitely in the future looking at other countries, but this country and all the countries that we're in are still not fully developed. So just know that it's a ground floor opportunity at this point. So show me the money. Everybody always, at the end of the day, this is what we're doing this for. We're not doing, honestly, even if Arbonne took this all away, I love doing this. I actually find it fun. But at the end of the day, obviously, when we get paid, it makes it just like, wow, it's like, this is really what we're doing this for, because no, money is not everything, but money is a way, the income is a way to get to your dream life. If there's something you want out of life, it's the vehicle to get you where you want to go. If you want to give back, if you want to buy a house, if you want to take a family vacation, you want to put your kids in private school, it could be that extra that you need, or it could be a full life change. So district manager is the first level. We aim to get you there within 2 months. It says it takes an average of 5 months to get there. There's girls on this call who did it in like I don't know, a week. So anything is possible. The average monthly income is $300, but I would say it could range anywhere from zero if you sell absolutely nothing that month to $1,200 a month. If you're making $500 a month at this point, I always say never underestimate what that could be for a family. It could mean a lot. It's $6,000 a year that they didn't have before, all by changing their products and showing other people how to do the same thing. Area manager is the next level. I achieved this level in 2 months. They say it takes an average of 17 months to get there. It's really again, there's people who've done it in 5 months, people who've done it in 10 months. I did it in 6 weeks. There's other people that are going to do it in 6 weeks as well. So anything is possible. At this point, you have an average income of $1,500. I would say it's anywhere between $1,200 and $4,000 to $5,000 from my experience. And at this point, you also have a willable business. So I know maybe some of you on the call aren't thinking of that right now. Like if you're studying, we're not thinking about our will. But once you grow up, once you become a mom, once you like obviously once you build to the top of this business, the fact that this will go down generations and generations and it's a willable asset, it's a huge opportunity for people, because any other job, something happens to you, it doesn't stay. Your income doesn't keep coming into your family. But in this case, it would. So you're really creating a residual income that can be carried on for generations. Third level is regional vice president. So this is my level. This is the level I achieved in 18 months. The average monthly income is $6,000. I would say it could range anywhere from $4,500 to $10,000 a month. The average time is 31 months. As I mentioned, I did it in 18. There's a girl who just did it in 4 months. So just to say anything is possible. She did it pretty much just with social media, reaching people from all over. And she's 20 years old. And then there's people who did it in a few years. But just to say, I did this while I was studying full time. I was able to graduate a year after. So I was actually studying for another year as a regional vice president, earning this income. Most people coming out of university are not earning anything near this income. So that just shows you the potential that this is. Within a year and a half, you could have this. Within 5 months, within 2 years, whatever you choose. But at this point, not only do you have the income, you get the Mercedes-Benz. And again, that's just evidence for others. Last level, and we can all get to this level, is national vice president. And the average monthly income is $18,000. There's no cap ceiling, so I can't really tell you, this is where it ends, because the top income earner in Arbonne is earning 6 figures every 2 weeks. She's been in Arbonne for 20-something years. And I just told myself, I joined when I was 20. If in 20-something years, I'm even making $50,000 a month, I'm going to be 45 years old earning that kind of money, and living a life by design, still waking up when I want, putting 15 to 20 hours a week into my business. That's pretty incredible. You're talking CEO money working part-time. So just to give you an example, our national vice president, Loriana Savignano, she's a CFO at a large international company, and she reached the top of Arbonne in 3 years. And it took her 25 years to build her corporate career. Now she's been doing it over 30 years. But just to say how powerful this is, 2 six-figure incomes. So you could do both. It's just, I personally didn't want to go get a job. So everybody has their, now she just knows she's protected. God forbid something happens to her job. God forbid, you're replaceable. She has a plan B. So common fears and hesitations. I love this because we all go through this. And often when people are considering this opportunity, they're always thinking, what if? The one thing I'm going to tell you is that fear is the one thing that's going to stop you from being the best version of you and living your life to your fullest potential. And that's not only in Arbonne, that's in anything. And I just often tell myself, when I joined Arbonne, the girl, Marissa, who introduced it to me, she was doing a presentation like this, but in person. And I was extremely scared of public speaking. This was my biggest fear ever. And I told her, I said, if ever I have to speak in front of people, forget it. I'm not doing the business. That was my fear, that I couldn't speak in front of people. And she said, okay, don't worry. We're going to figure it out. And after 6 months, I would bring her people every week. I was always in a lot of activity. One day she lost her voice and I had to do the presentation, and it was awful, but it was really awful. I was shaking. I was stuttering. I really had major anxiety when it came to that. And what I learned was nobody died. People still bought, probably because they felt sorry for me. But I realized that I had to take my business into my own hands, and I shouldn't fear these things anymore, because they're not that, it's not a big deal. And today, Like I speak all the time, and I was asked by Arbonne just 2 years into my business to speak in front of over 1,200 people, and I was able to do it. And getting over your fears is so much greater than anything else. That's why it's not only about the money, it's also about the personal development and the person you become. So these are some of the fears that people, when they're looking into joining, it kind of puts them on they're not sure what to say, what to do. So I don't have enough time. That's great. This is what Arbonne means. It's flexible to you and your schedule. And I truly believe that when people want something bad enough, they find the time, right? It's like anything else. You're going to find the time to go get a manicure. You're going to find the time to go to the gym if you really want to. You're going to find the time to, I don't know, go to the doctor's office. It's the same thing with Arbonne. If you want this, like this could be your ticket to whatever dream life you want. You can make the time and find the time. And I'm not talking about 40 hours a week. If you could invest 10 hours of your time into your Arbonne business, that's good enough. That's a lot. 10 hours of income producing activity is great. That's how I started, because I didn't have more than that. And I just fit it into my life. And thankfully with technology, we could do calls like this. That makes it so easy. You can do it from wherever you are. We had Alessia before, who was at the mall. I think now she's at school and she's logged in. So I don't have enough money. Well, you saw the income potential. If you don't have enough money, you definitely need Arbonne. The investment is nothing, guys, okay? It's $56. You're going to purchase your products after that. You purchase these products anyways. Now it's a tax write-off, so that's a bonus. And you're getting a discount, and it's going into your own business. So why not? Like, to me, it's a joke when you look at the return on investment that you can make, right? I invested way more than I ever suggest anyone invest today, but I made my money back in 2 months. Okay. So if that makes you feel like, okay, like, you know, it's possible. It is possible. If you want it bad enough, you can make it. And I'm telling you, I invested a lot more than anyone has invested on this call or will invest, because I think it's, if you can, definitely do it, because you're going to find out over time that you're going to need the products. But just start. If you can't, you start with what you need. You start with the products for yourself, to the things that you use every day, replace it with Arbonne, and then you're going to build your kit over time, and you're going to see you're going to earn money, and you're going to be so happy. You're going to redirect it into your business, and then in the long run, you're going to start making ridiculous money. I don't know enough people. You don't need to know enough people. I know a lot of people, but a lot of people that I know are not in my business. And actually most people I know are not in my business. And it's all about reaching out to people and getting referrals and finding people come to me now. Like it just changes. You don't need to know a lot of people. You need to know a few good people, because this is a network marketing business. You're always growing your network. So you might ask someone to join. They might say, not right now, but okay, who do you know who's looking to make extra income? You know, who do you know who's positive and entrepreneurial and, you know, ambitious? That's how we find people today. So, and we help you with all that. We help you with what to say. You're not alone in this. I don't understand the business model. Well, I explained it a little bit. If you have any more questions, we can help you with that. But there's books on this. This is the business model of the 21st century. This is what everyone's looking for. Everybody wants online. Everybody wants their own business. They want to live the life, travel the world, and they don't want to have to report to someone. So that's what we have to offer you. And I'm not a salesperson. I completely understand. I've been there. I never sold a thing in my life. But I know you can all relate that when you're passionate about something, it becomes easy to sell. You don't feel like you're selling. You're just recommending, because it's something that you use. And that's why I always tell people, you need to purchase the products for yourself and your family, because you need to start seeing the Arbonne difference. And when you start seeing the Arbonne difference, it becomes easy to share it with people. It becomes just like a no-brainer. Like, you're obviously going to want to share with people things that, you know, if you go to a restaurant, you're like, oh my God, this is the best restaurant ever. Someone goes to that restaurant because of your recommendation. It's the same thing with skincare, guys. It's the same thing with nutrition. Everyone's always looking for new recipes and the new tricks. And that's what we offer people. So I will close with this. Dream big. You are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. And that's really true. If you want something to change, you're going to have to change something. If things aren't going the way you had planned, maybe this could be that little extra for you. If you keep doing what you are doing, where will you be in 5 years from now? Well, a lot of people look at that and they think, and they're like, wow, okay, I'm going to be in the exact same place. Or if you're like me, when I was 20, I didn't know where I was going to be. I had no clue. I didn't know. I was like lost in direction. I was in university. I was studying marketing. I was going for my bachelor's degree. I knew I liked business, but I didn't know where I was going to be in 5 years. And Arbonne like found me at the perfect time where it was just like, okay, I'm going to be secure. That's all that I needed, that security that when I graduate, I'll be good. And doing something that I love. And if I wanted to go get another job, or if I wanted to pursue my passions in event planning or whatever, I could. And I didn't have to worry about risk thanks to Arbonne. Instead of asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Ask yourself, what if it does? You guys, you have everything to lose and everything to gain, nothing to lose and everything to gain. Sorry, I've been saying this on repeat today. So, but you really have nothing to lose. There's no risk. There's a 45-day money back guarantee. There's these amazing promotions this month. I mean, it's the last day, but if you're thinking of getting on board, don't wait, because take advantage of the promotions and join us. We're ready to lock arms with you. We're ready to coach you to success. We have so many people on this team now. We have a whole new team. We're in massive momentum right now, and everybody's just running because we know the potential. We get paid weekly now with Arbonne, and I know some of the new girls on the phone, you guys have seen it, and it's pretty amazing to just, just by recommending something you love and having fun doing it, you're able to earn extra money right now. And in the long run, it could be even more than that. It could be a lifestyle change. So if anyone has any questions, now's the time. I'm gonna just, how do I stop sharing? Hold on. Okay. So does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna stop the recording now, but if anyone has any questions, let me know.